Hey guys, welcome to Pick a Card reading. For this reading, the question is, when is the best time to get married? If you already know what to do, go ahead and go to whichever stack you feel like you're most attracted to. The timestamps for each stack are down in the description box. Go ahead and click on that. If it's your first time going through Pick a Card reading, I'll explain. Now, the question is, when is the best time to get married? Now, because this is a when reading, I'm going to give out dates. So if I gave out a date which says like around August, and if you watch this on August, that means it's going to be August of the next year. It's always looking forward to the nearest date. If you are watching this July and then it said it's going to be on June, that's going to be the next June. So that's going to be next year again. If it says August and you're still watching it in July, it's going to be next month, which is August. Okay? So that's the rules around the dates. Now on to the cards. You have stack 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each of the cards have a spirit animal in them. If you're attracted to that spirit animal, go ahead and click on the description box where the spirit animal is. For the first stack, we have Tiger. Fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Now, if you're attracted to the tiger, click on the tiger on the description box down below where the tiger's spread are. Now, this is also ruled by the pyrite stone right here. So if you're attracted to the pyrite, go ahead and click on that as well. For the second one, we have Cougar. Assertive. In silence, you find my power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Now, that's the Cougar. If you're attracted to the Cougar, go ahead and click on that one. It's also ruled by the bloodstone. Third animal, we have Pronghorn. Action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. Okay, so if you like the Pronghorn and you're attracted by the stone of Shedakite, go ahead and click on stack 3. Number 4, we have the White Stag. Protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Now, if you're attracted to the White Stag or the Stone of Mukite, go ahead and click on stack 4. If you are not attracted to any of these animals, go ahead and click on stack 5, which is represented by the amethyst stone. Okay? Hey Tiger, this is your reading for when is the best time to get married. Now, if you're thinking in somewhere in November, if it's one of your options, November of the 4th week, that's probably not a good date. I'll explain in a bit. These are your spread. 2 of Swords upright, 2 of Wands upright, reverse Queen of Cups, and Page of Wands upright. Now for the 2 of Swords right here, it shows that this November 4th week is probably not the best choice. You're probably thinking about another date in November 4th week, or at least the days around November, the last days of November, or maybe early December. That's probably not the best date for you. Maybe you have another date in mind that is something that you want to do. Besides November 4th week, there's probably another date in mind. Go for that. Go for that date. Do not go for November 4th week. If you do, however, go for November 4th week, you have this thing inside your head that you've planned that would be spectacular, that it would be great, but that is just in your head. Two of Wands is just a thing, a concept that you have in your mind, but it won't actually be of fruition. It's actually a block, an impediment for you to actually see what the type of things that you want. It probably has to do with the catering. It has probably to do with the invited guests or everyone being there, your family, your loved ones. You have this picture perfect style of wedding. This part of wedding, this wedding that you think that you will like and love, but that's just in your head and it's not going to happen. On the day itself, whatever you feel like, that whatever standards you put up, it would be unsatisfactory. It would not be the best thing that you could imagine. It won't. All the people that you thought would come will probably not come. All the food that you think you've prepared, all the seating arrangements, all the guests, the program itself, the priest or the officiate, whoever it is, it's not gonna go as planned. Whatever you set up your standards is, it's not gonna be met. So that's what the Queen of Cups is saying on reverse. But at the end of the day, you do get married. So that's the only thing that I can see. It's, at the end of the day, it's a bad day in itself, but because it is a wedding, the marriage is important, that's the best thing, and you do get married, and that's great. It's a start for you, but it is a rough start all throughout. So if you do have time, if you booked a place where it is on November 4th, maybe think about moving it into the other option that you're thinking about. Also, we have the crossing and the many masks on reverse. Now, with the crossing, it's going to be, I think it's hard for you to choose. It just amplifies this Two of Swords. I think you're set on this November 4th of week date or the days around it, and it's hard for you to move out from this date and pick the other one. It just says that. So try to push for that other date instead of this one, okay? And yeah, Many Mask is just you. Basically, it's more of your issues. I don't know why, I can't see why you're so into that date. It keeps pushing to on that date. I think it shows here with the Two of Wands that you set up a lot of standards for yourself. You want this to happen, and probably family are only available on that date. I'm not too sure about the details, but you know, it's not the best of dates. Okay, so move past yourself and try to go to the other date that you're thinking of and not this one. Okay, let's go to spread 2. This is your second spread, conformity in the reverse, Four of Pentacles, Justice, reverse of Three of Cups, and reverse of Ten of Wands. Now, the cards are saying that if you're going to get married on the second week of October right here, please do not so, because there are other forces around it. Now, with the Four of Pentacles, I think with this marriage, especially on October of second week, there is an issue or the matter of getting more money. I'm not too sure if you are marrying for money or the partner that you are being married to has a lot of money. And a part of the reason of you getting married, I feel like in the eyes of the people surrounding you two is because that, you know, it's about money. You're gonna get married because there's going to be, your partner is loaded, or in reverse, either your partner is loaded, you are loaded and your partner isn't. So a lot of people kind of hate that seeing that because you are getting married for money. And then we see Three of Cups here. When you do get married on the day itself, a lot of people will shun you, or a lot of people in your circle or your partner circle that will have a distaste, a dislike of the partnership that you have together. But when you do get married on that day itself, there's like this heavy burden that, you know, has lifted away from you. But I'm not too sure if that is a good thing. It's not mostly about the marriage itself, but it's because of the relationships, the people, the external influences around you. Because you got married already, they don't really have any say about it, and they can't touch you for some reason, and you're with your partner, and that's well and good. But with regards to your relationship with your partner, I'm not too sure if it's a good thing if you do get married on 2nd of week. As I've said, on 2nd of week of October, there's going to be a lot of external influences. But regarding your partner, himself or herself, it's just, there's nothing that says on the cards about how he or she thinks about this marriage, okay? Or the people around you. Now let's add 2 more cards. You have Telekinesis and Mugworth Dreams in reverse. Okay, so Telekinesis just focuses on your willpower, control, and obstacles. I think it just heightens the fact that there's going to be a lot of obstacles in the marriage itself. So what you need to do right now, if you are wanting to do October 2nd of week, there's going to be a lot of people and events and issues that you will have to overcome and you have to gain control of if you want this date to work. Okay? And Mugworth Dreams, Rhythm, Higher Self, Reality, and Rest. Now, it's going to be, Mugworth Dreams is most likely whatever you envision your wedding day is going to be. There's going to be a lot of things not working for you. You will be restless. You will not have time to sleep. It's going to be a lot of stressors and things that are getting in your way. It might be the people, it might be the schedule, it might be the food, or the officiate canceling on you, the entertainment canceling on you, a lot of finances, too much resources getting out of you. So it's a bad date, really, to get married. So yeah, maybe not 2nd week of October. Let's go to your spread 3. This is your spread 3. We have Management in reverse, 5 of Cups, the Empress, the King of Swords, and then 3 of Cups. Now we have September 1st of week for management, and it's on reverse, so that means it's not really a good time as well to get married on September 1st of week. And I don't know what to say, but all of the spreads basically told you not to get married on those dates itself. So I feel like for the purpose of the question, the best dates are dates that are not shown in this video. So maybe not September 1st of week, October 2nd of week, and November 4th of week. Okay? So if you do manage to get married on September 1st week, I think you'll be focusing more on the things that are negatively happening to you. I'm not too sure. With the Empress right here, it says that you're a person who likes being single or likes to be on the dating scene a lot. I feel like if it is September 1st of week, it is too fast for you. Like you have not really moved into that lifestyle of being in a partnership, in a marriage, in a commitment, in a long-term commitment like this. So with the Empress right here, I feel like you have a lot of things missing out, and at that point you feel like it's not a good time to get married. But since September 1st week was already set up, it's a little too fast for you, but go ahead. It feels like you don't have much choice. Although, if you do have your partner right here with you, King of Swords, I think your partner is very understanding very rational kind of person. And if you do somehow explain to him that you're not ready for getting married on September 1st week, then don't. You know, he is someone or she is someone who is very understanding. And I think if you just try to explain what you're feeling, everything will go through. And I think a lot of people will understand of that. And, you know, people surrounding you, the people that are influencing you, people who support you, people that you know in your circle and his or her circle. So, yeah. For the other cards, we have a tidy house, clarity and organization, and first breath, beginner's mind. For a tidy house, right now, what it advises you if you are going to get married on September 1st of week, it just says, you know, organize your thoughts, because you do have a lot of issues, things that you feel like you're going to miss out. And being single or being in the dating scene, you know, organize all these feelings and try to process first before you move or do any kind of decision. First breath, beginner's mind here. I feel like you're just hesitating, getting a lot of cold feet as well on first breath, because when you're unorganized and you have a lot of thoughts and it's not properly sorted through, you know, a lot of the cold feet, a lot of the hesitations and anxieties and doubt is going to get to you, you know, because you want this to work. I feel like this is your first marriage. So you're the type of person who believes in first marriages and you don't want to have another marriage down the line. This is that first marriage. This is the first wedding. That's it. You're done. So that's it. Yeah. If you like this video, go ahead and click on the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. I'm sorry if there isn't a proper date for you to get married, but this is the hand that you have been dealt with. As always, it is your choice. These are only advice, and it is a general reading, so it might not actually be for you. So, yeah. That's it. See you on the next video. If you pick the Cougar card, this is your spread. You have a man upright, reverse Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Six of Wands, and for the final card, there were two cards that came out, a reverse Ten of Pentacles and Knight of Swords. And I'll explain more when I get into that. Now, for the best time for you to get married, there's no actual dates for this spread. We'll see more for dates on the other spreads, but for this particular spread though, one of the suggestions is I think you are being forced to get married on a certain date. You're kind of not really into that time frame. So I think your partner or someone else is suggesting for you to get married on this date, and it's not actually your choice. So yes, and with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, I think you're thinking about the details like the flowers, the food, the budget, all of these things. I think it's not yet prepared for you on that date, whatever that date is your friends or your partner is insisting you to have a wedding on. So that date itself, it's not really set for you because you're thinking a lot of, you know, the budget, the resources for that wedding date, and it's not really set yet. Especially when I see the Two of Swords right here, it's just a lot of, I don't want to say coercion, but it's a lot of insisting for you to get married on that date, and you're really not prepared. And with Six of Wands being here, people will understand. So this is Six of Wands. Just tell them that it is not the best date for you yet, and don't be, you know, be bombarded. Don't feel like you're pressured. Don't feel the pressure to compromise, and get their dates. If you're not prepared, let them know. Six of Wands is actually letting them know that it's okay, it's fine. And once you get here, we have Knight of Swords and Ten of Pentacles. I think if you do get married here on that date where you are already on that date where you are forced to get married, Knight of Swords just tells you, like, I think you'll have an argument with your partner, telling him that, you know, this is not the best time. This is not the best date for us. And there might be issues with, you know, establishing a family afterwards. Probably there's no budget. I'm not sure what of your circumstances are, but I feel like it's more of a resources, a budget, financial thing. I don't think it would be the right time to start a family as well. So if you do get married on that date that your partner or whoever is insisting on, there will be an argument of some sorts and you won't be ready to start a family anytime soon. Okay, so let's get more cards here. Garden of Venus, Rest and Renewal, and then in the hands, both of the cards are in reverse. What I can see right now with the Garden of Venus is I think you're stressed, a little too much stress, and I think it is great for you and your partner to get away for a while and try to, you know, invigorate yourselves and remind yourself why you want to get married, what is the purpose of your marriage for you two. And yeah, once you do, I'm sure you can talk it out, whatever that date is appropriate for you guys. Okay, so this doesn't really happen. Reverse in the hands, the universe is your partner. Okay, so with it being in reverse, it just says, like, you know, if you do get, you know, married on this date, it's not really the best time. All of the forces around you, it's gonna be the timing, the weather, the people, the food, the venue, all of these things that matter on your wedding day itself. It's not gonna go as planned. Okay, so just think about that for a moment. And yeah, let's look at your spread too. We have Protection, and then Two of Swords reverse, Hierophant, Page of Cups, and Six of Swords. Now with this one, the best date for you is June 4th week. You're actually a June wedding. And what we have here, Two of Swords in reverse, means that I think out of all the spreads, 1, 2, and 3, this is actually the best date for you to get married. Please target this date the best you can. When you are going to get married on this date, there probably is going to be an issue with your priest or officiate, whoever is going to get you married. There's going to be maybe he's not going to be available for that date, the one you selected. So there might be an issue over there, or the venue itself. I think you want to get married in a church. Either or, there's some issue with that. So that's going to be a problem that you might encounter in the future for this date. But don't worry. I think with the reverse Page of Cups over here, it says that you don't have to do much of anything of coordinating whatever problem you might have with the venue, the church, or the officiate. It's going to sort itself out without having you to intervene. So with the Six of Swords here on the day itself, it's going to be smooth sailing. All the things that you want to do, that you have envisioned, that you have put on your plan for this day, it's gonna go well. So yeah, let's add 2 more cards. We have Hidden Familiars, Allies, Natural Assistance, Divine Support, and Comfort. And we have Songbird in reverse. So with the hidden familiars, allies, I think it just amplifies what the Hierophant and the reverse of Page of Cups says, that, you know, there's a lot of support, especially on this day itself, for you to get married. And you just have to, you know, not really maybe see them. It's not really about meeting them or seeing them, but behind the sidelines, behind the scenes, they're going to help you out. So I think you have a lot of people, a lot of supporters behind your back that you don't really see, that don't make them known to you. In a spiritual sense, if you are a spiritual person, if you're a person who believes in God, or you believe in angels and spirit animals, I think they will help you get through the day itself, so you don't really have to worry that much. With Songbird in reverse, you have final goodbye, release. I think at this point, it's just not that step that you feel like marriage is gonna go through. Marriage is, or the wedding it is, it's a journey. It's the first step. It's not the ending of your life. So don't think like it is the end. It is just a journey, a start of the journey. I think it's a lot of negativity surrounding you, that this might be ending, things might go on in a different path. Don't worry about too much of that and stick to the journey itself. It's going to be great, and rely on the spirit animals or guardian angels or your God or the people surrounding you. Depending on what you believe on, rely on those things. Okay, let's go to your spread 3. For your spread 3, we have reverse of preparedness, reverse of 2 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, Strength, and 10 of Pentacles. Now, with the fact that reverse preparedness is November 2nd of week, it says that you're not supposed to get married on November 2nd of week. And if you do, what happens is you have the spread. 2 of Swords says that I think you are forcing yourself to be ready for that day itself. And I think at that day as well, with 7 of Pentacles here, like all of the things that you've planned, like the food, the event, the venue, the people, the invitations, the gifts, everything, the decor, everything plans out well if you do it on November 2nd of week. But because of that, you feel like at this point, everything's well, but inside, internally, mentally, you're not really prepared for it. Also with the Strength of card, I feel like you're forcing yourself to get married if you do it on November 2nd of week. Like everything seems to fall into place physically. You know, what you see, the venue, the budget, everything else at that point. But with everything mentally prepared, are you mentally prepared? The Strength card and 2 of Swords is reverse is telling you you're not really ready. Or what I see is that it's your partner who's not ready at that date. So that issue might come up if you do get married on November 2nd of week. Also, we do have 10 of Pentacles here. If you do get married, everything's good, picture perfect when it starts for you to have a family. But at that point, it just looks like it. Remember when I said physically, everything looks great in your photograph. It's great. The outcome is great. But internally, it's either you are not prepared or your partner is not prepared for that marriage for this date. Okay? So we have more cards. The additional cards is Perfect Storm, the courage to step into life, Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. Now for November of 2nd week, okay, I don't think you're going to get married on that day because there's going to be a weather issue. There's probably going to be a storm, a monsoon, a typhoon. I'm not too sure what, But because of that, I think it's a blessing in disguise, because it is a storm season. So you're probably going to move your marriage, your wedding date to another day. So because of the cards above here, it tells you it's not a good day. You're not mentally prepared. Don't do it. Don't do it on that day. Don't set it for that day. So weather's probably going to be bad. Okay. Now, with the Dust Devil sitting right here, moving out of stagnation, I think because everything is aligned, you know, all the resources, all the venue, the food are all of that date, because they fall into that date. And now that you've actually seen this card, these readings, you are not gonna want to change that date, because you've set that date already and everything is fine. And moving out of stagnation, Dust Devil tells you that do change the date, do change it for a better one, don't go for this one at all. Okay, so that Dust Devil reinforces that idea. For the other cards, we do have earlier your Man, which is the first spread, and then you have June of 4th week also as an option for you. So go ahead and, you know, with all of the spreads before, the second spread is the best one, which is June of 4th week. Do consider getting married on that day. I think there isn't any other option. Don't be forced by someone else to actually get married on any date that you don't feel like you're suited for. And with the Samhain or preparedness in reverse, it just tells you that, you know, everything is okay physically, but mentally, internally, you're not that okay. So you have options at the end of the day. The cards are only saying and advising you that June of 4th week is the best. Other than that, there's also a lot of dates, a lot of days in the calendar. So at the end of the day, it is your choice, okay? We do have the Bloodstone here to help you get into that date, that mindset that you can probably choose the best date for you. So you're attracted to Bloodstone. Maybe it could help you out. We never know. Okay, so that's it. If you like this spread, go ahead and give me a like. If you want to see more of divination readings and other card stuff, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Bye. Hey guys, if you picked out the Pronghorn or the Shut a Kite, this is your spread. For the first spread, we have Reverse Awakening, which is February the 2nd week. We have the High Priestess in reverse. We have Four of Wands in reverse, the Justice card, and a reverse of Three of Wands, and additional cards over here. Now let's focus first on the date itself, which is February 2nd week. I don't think you should be planning on doing a wedding for the 2nd week of February. If you do, however, go for 2nd week of February for your wedding, these are the outcome for that. Now we have the High Priestess in reverse. You've already been warned. Here is the video. So if you're still planning to do your wedding on 2nd week of February, the High Priestess is telling you right here that it's the wrong judgment. Whatever it is, it's wrong, because when you are at that wedding, everything that you will probably decide on, what clothes to wear, what food to eat for the wedding day, the actual venue, it's going to be bad. Also, the reverse of Four of Wands stands for happiness, and, you know, wedding itself. Four of Wands is particularly the card that is attached to marriages and weddings, and being in reverse, it just isn't really going well for you. So if you do get to the point where you're going to schedule your wedding date around February 2nd week, that's really something that's telling you not to do it at all. What we can see here is justice, and the way it is presented with the other cards, because you're already seeing this video. It just tells you that, do not, I think you'll make that decision of not having that wedding date on second week of February. Because if you do, there are going to be people or the help, your family, friends, or someone close to you, probably even your partner. The way I see it is they're not going to be able to get into that wedding date. It's not the best time for you. It's not the best time for everyone at all. So I feel like largely because of probably the pandemic, that's the way I see it. A lot of people from the overseas or far places from where you want the wedding to be aren't able to attend because of that. So it's probably because of that. Let's see the other hidden cards. We have Art Astral, travels in reverse. We have Gnomes, humanity, friendship, and hard work. All right. So with the reverse, with Astral travels itself, it just amplifies the reverse of Three of Wands, that it's a travel issue. At the end of the day, if you're going to get married February 2nd weeks, it's a lot of travel issue for people, probably even for you and your partner. So that's an issue. Also, with gnomes here, it's a lot of things to go through. A lot of small details that you have to fix, a lot of different things. Let's say probably your priest or your officiate, the one who's going to officiate the wedding, your bridesmaids, your groomsmen, everyone attending the venue itself, like everything will probably have an issue that you have to work on. And with High Priestess in reverse here, it's probably, you're not going to probably have a proper judgment, a proper clear head to make the decisions needed for this wedding. Okay, so this spread itself is just a warning for you not to go ahead with any type of plans on February 2nd week. Let's go to your second spread. This is your second spread for people who pick the Pronghorn. We have Freedom upright, reverse Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands upright, and reverse of Three of Cups and Two of Pentacles. Now for the date itself, October 3rd of week is a good date to get married. So with that, these are the outcome of the marriage, the wedding itself on that date. Page of Pentacles in reverse, with regards to your finances or the budget for the wedding, I don't think you are on the right track. I think there's a set limit and you're kind of either over that or below that limit of what your wedding should be. But because of Four of Wands being in this position, it kind of impedes on your budget. You want a set standard for your wedding, and that date, on that date itself, you've put that standard high and it just doesn't meet your budget for that wedding. The repercussion of that is you're probably going to cut back on food or type of wine or type of drinks, or either cutting down on the people that you want to invite on the wedding for you to meet this standard. But because of that, it's okay as well, because when you do cut back on the people, you won't have to juggle as much resources or put so much time and effort into the wedding because it's being cut back. Okay, it's a good day in itself. I think the weather is okay. Everything else with regards to the people around you is okay, but because of budget restrictions, you have to cut back a bit. For the additional cards, we have Dragon Horde in reverse, and then we have Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix. Okay, so with the Dragon's Horde in reverse, it just says it's a lot of budget. The Dragon's Horde is mostly about money, physical things, finances. It's also about treasure. When you have this in reverse, that means you are cutting back on the budget here for the wedding, and it advises you to do that even more because you are building a life in the future, a family in the future, and Dragon's Hoard lets you know that you have to put aside a little bit of money for your future together with your partner. So don't put everything else, every penny into this wedding. You have to leave some for yourself for the future. Okay? Galactic mushroom here on the right is just that there is going to be a problem afterwards when you do get married. There's going to be a lot of issues that feel like it's against you, but I feel like this is only a trial, a tribulation where you are a married couple. So because you are now a married couple, there will be tests and trials that you will go together, but that's normal. It's part of the marriage life. So yes, that's all. Okay, so it's a bit rough for you when you do get married, but it's okay. All right, let's go to your third spread. This is your third spread. We have Courage in reverse, Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and reverse Hierophant. Okay, so what this means is for that date exactly, we have Courage in reverse. So I feel like there's a lot of people also wanting you to get married on a specific date. Like they're kind of bullying you to get married on that date. I know bullying kind of sounds rough, but they're very insistent for you to get married on that particular date. It could be coming from your partner or your family or your partner's family or your friends for that matter, or any other external influence. So if you are going to get married on that day itself, this is the outcome of what's going to happen. With the Knight of Wands here, it just amplifies that, or Courage in reverse, that it's a very impulsive decision. It's very rash for you to get married on that date itself. I feel like if your partner insisted on a shotgun wedding, it's not going to do well. But yeah, with what I see with the Hierophant here, there's a possibility it's going to be, a very impulsive wedding, probably one of those Vegas weddings, or I don't know, really instantaneously. You might just jump on the decision and just get married. And with that, with the Hierophant, it's not going to be on a church, I feel like, and it's not going to be, official the way you want it. Also, with the Three of Pentacles being here, people won't probably attend your wedding for some reason. There's not much help in the way of a wedding gown. You won't have caterers, you won't have food, or all of these, details that matter in a wedding, and the wedding event itself, like the food, the decor, the venue, all of these small things, it won't be particularly right because it is an impulsive decision. It is a shotgun wedding. And with the Six of Pentacles here, you're probably gonna ask for money. It's either your family or friends or your partner's family for them to finance the actual wedding, the shotgun wedding that, just happened really, really fast. So yeah, that's an option for you if you want to do that. So these are the outcomes for that, and I don't think you'll probably like it as much. Let's see for the other cards. For the additional cards, we have Snake Skin, Upright, and Reverse Hecate's Path. Now for the Snake Skin, this impulsive wedding thing, this shotgun wedding thing, The snake skin tells you to get information before it actually happens. Because I think like your partner or whoever it is that's insisting this to happen really fast is already thinking of it right now. And with snake skin tells you to get ahead of that information and divert that. Kill that before it even brings up, because it's not really the best wedding ever. But, if this is your thing, if you feel like this is romantic, shotgun weddings, then go for it. But on the standards of society itself tells that, a wedding needs to happen with this, with food, with the people you love, with a proper venue, and all of these details. If that is your thing, then the snake skin tells you to get ahead before this actually happens. But of course, if you like this, the snake skin is also telling you to be on your toes, control the situation before it controls you. If you want a shotgun wedding, do it on your terms and not someone else's terms, okay? Because it is your wedding. Within Hecate's path in reverse, the cycle of life, night magic, crossroads, letting go, I feel like there's a lot of past baggage that may be into consideration regarding this marriage, this wedding date. And I feel like it's telling you not to do it at night for some reason. There might be some weddings that are good to do at nighttime. This is not one of those. I feel like you'll be influenced really negatively if you do it at night. So, yeah. Okay? That's it for the 3 spreads. Again, at the end of the day, it's all up to you. You have your choices over here. Whether you want to be taken by the storm or the people around you, you can go for that. Or whether you want to do it in February 2nd of week, it's up to you. The cards is telling you not to do it. Also, 3rd of a week is a good option. Other than the 3 things listed here, there are other days in the calendar. You can get married on those dates. It's your life. It's your choice. These are only the advice that the cards are telling you. Also, you might want to purchase a shadakite. For some reason, you are attracted to this stone. It might help you come to a better decision in life. Okay? So if you like this card reading and you want to see more of it, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye. Hey guys, if you picked the white stag or the mookite, this is your reading. So what we have here is the rebellion upright, reverse of 5 of cups, reverse ace of wands, upright 6 of wands, and reverse 8 of swords. The first spread signifies that the 3rd week of January is the best day for you. One of the options for you to get married is the 3rd week of January. Now on the day itself, I feel like coming into the preparation, after the preparation of the wedding, the day itself, you're probably gonna feel like there's a lot of things that was wasted into planning. Probably like the food, there was too much food or less food. There's a lot of waste. The entertainment, some left and then some came, and the audience, the guests, the bridesmaid, the dresses were too much or too little. A lot of extravagance and less, and it feels like there's a lot of waste that happened and a lot of roller coasters that happened, a lot of issues that went up leading into this day. I mean, before the preparations and all of that. But when you wake up on that day itself, all of those waste and time and effort that you felt like you went through, and the exertion itself, it's gonna feel like it's worth it. But because of the reverse of Ace of Wands here, the conflict, the impact of those wastage that came into the preparation, you're gonna feel it, and you're gonna feel like you're not gonna go through with it. There's gonna be a cold feet for you. So just be wary of that. Don't let the stresses of the past, of the preparation, and all of the issues that came before the wedding hold you back from going into that altar. Now we have Six of Wands here. If you do feel a lot of pressure from the past, Six of Wands tells you that there is support. There is people, rooting for you. They see you as someone who's perfect or someone who's deserving of this love story. A lot of people look through you for that. And I'm seeing like a lot of people would probably say that you really look good in your dress. I feel like this is a reading for a woman mostly, or a female, or a man in a dress, whatever your feel is like. But yeah, this is mostly for that. But if you are a man and you are in a suit, I feel like most of your friends are going to say that you look really, really dapper, or you look really, really cool. So take into consideration that part, get the positives from that and fuel yourself. On the day itself, when you do get married, the outcome is like a heavy burden, burden away from you. Like all of these mental issues that you had before, suddenly you're just free from them. They're not binding you anymore, and you can see the actual light, which is the reason why you are getting married. So this is pretty great. Let's get more cards. We have Eye of the Needle in reverse and Tidy House in reverse. So what the Eye of the Needle says is that you are not really sure what the date is for your marriage. You aren't really quite sure. All of these things. You do want to get married, but you're not particularly sure of what day you want to get married. There's no target date. There's no set plans, and you don't know if the people that are coming are going to be there. All of these details, what kind of food, like you have no idea. You want to get married, yes, but the details, down to the details, you're not quite sure of what they are. Also, when we see Tidy House over here, because you're not really sure of the details around that, maybe once you get your head around what those details are, it's going to be hard organizing every single thing, like who's going to wear what, who's going to attend, what table are they going to sit at, where's the venue, is the weather good, all of these things are going to be a challenge for you. I feel like because Tidy House and Five of Cups are here, the emotional stress of preparing is just gonna get to you. Really, there's like a mental impact on you for this day if you're targeting January 3rd of week. This is what's gonna happen on January 3rd of week. It is a good suggestion, but at the same time, you have to be careful of these things happening. So this is that advice for you if you are gonna go through with the 3rd week of January. Let's look at your second spread. Okay, Stags. This is your second spread. Now, what we have here is Law and Rules, upright, Seven of Wands, upright, Chariot, upright, reverse, Page of Wands, and upright, Six of Cups. Now, the card suggests with Samhain over here, Law, Rules, it says that the best time for you, another option for you is second week of January. And on second week of January, this is the outcome of the day itself. Now, for the day itself, you have Seven of Wands. With the nature of Seven of Wands, it feels like you have a lot of things that you went through just to get to this day. I know it sounds the same as the first spread, which is January 3rd of week. It is the same month, so probably the troubles that you will undergo through if you do pick out January 3rd of week will go with January 2nd of week. So it's kind of similar because they are in the same month. Seven of Wands does tell you that. Although with the Seven of Wands, there's a lot more struggles that are taxing, administration stuff, physical work, a lot of this things that needed to be actioned, things that needs to be done early on. While the first spread has more emotional stress, this is more of a physical stress. We can see that in the Chariot being in this position, that you probably have trouble with travel or the vehicle going into the wedding, or the vehicle going out of the wedding, whatever. If you're going with a limo coming in or some other car, or even the travel itself going to that location, you'll probably have trouble with that. So just be careful. Look at your cars, your vehicle, double check, get a mechanic, take it to a mechanic, do the proper checks before you take them out, because that will probably have an issue. So the next up is the Page of Wands in reverse. The fact that the Page of Wands is reverse here, I think your brother or someone, a younger sibling, or I don't know if you have kids already, or I don't know, a cousin, a younger cousin, or a nephew of that sort, they're probably not gonna come. So I'm not too sure. I feel like they're a problem person in your family, like a black sheep. And it's best to know that, I think they're not going to come in your wedding. And I think that's good. I'm not too sure. It may be your cousin or your sibling or your partner's sibling. Anyway, someone young who's a black sheep's not going to come. And I think you'll be happy because he isn't coming. So yeah, and Six of Cups here. I think your partner has a surprise for you on the wedding day itself, or at the end of the wedding day itself. So so look through that. I don't know what kind of surprise will that be. Definitely, he won't tell you. Definitely, I don't know, probably a dance number or a gift. I'm not too sure what that is, but yeah. Let's look at your other cards. We have Salamander upright and then Closing Circle upright. Now with the Salamander over here, I feel like you're kind of a creative person. I think with the gifts, with the wedding, you'll put some flair over it. There's also some things that you have to go about doing again, like the tasks that you have to do, probably people you have to call again and again. So just keep on working through it, and you are a creative person, so maybe use that creativity into planning the wedding, especially on Seven of Wands right here. It's a really good use. Now with Closing Circle over here, I believe that you are kind of afraid for the night of the wedding day. I'm not too sure. This symbolizes kind of sex. It's not really particularly something that you look forward to. You're kind of fearing what happens when the day ends. I'm not too sure if you're afraid to have sex or you're afraid to perform, because it is a tiring day, and because it is very tiring for you, you're not going to be able to perform at your best. So just a reminder on that. You can always, talk to your partner about it, maybe do it the next day if you're really physically tired. So yeah, that's it for your second spread. Let's look at your third. So this is your third spread. We have Emolk, or activity, reversed. We have the Hanged Man. We have Four of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Star. Now the suggestion of the card is that you can get married on the April 1st of week. Okay, over there. Now this is what's going to happen when you do get married on the first week of April. Now with the Hanged Man, I feel like you're going at this in a different perspective with the way you see getting married. If you are getting married on first of week, I feel like it's either too long or too short, the time frame. it depends on the video. When you actually see this video, it's either too early for you to get married or too far into the date. Like the engagement's probably 5 years. So things are changing with the way you look at your partner or you look at the wedding, and that in itself is kind of, different, because with the Four of Pentacles in reverse here, I feel like it's either, if it's too long, the date itself, I feel like you don't already have that much of a budget. But if it's too short in itself, I feel like you don't want to spend too much money on the wedding itself. You want to put it in a set budget, but at the same time, you don't want to, put out the money you've saved for it. I don't really think that you care much for the wedding itself, but rather you care more for the actual marriage, which is kind of great. If you do get married on April 1st of week, that's where your mindset is probably going to go to. Now, with Five of Pentacles in reverse here, I think it's also about the budget as well. I think there are people in your life, or your partner, probably your family, probably your partner's family, that want to help out with the finances of the wedding, and you don't want them to help. I feel like you're pretty much locked on to what you have. You don't want to get anyone's help in return. And yeah, this Five of Pentacles is signifying that maybe don't do that. Maybe stop that, because they are here to help, and it's okay for them to actually help you if you want to. But yeah, so just be wary of also from the help that you do receive, because I'm not too sure if they have the best interest for you when you do get money from them. So just be careful, scrutinize, analyze, go deep with the favor if you are going to get money from them. I feel like you're not, but if you do, just take a look at what the underlying situation is. If you do get that money, that finance from them for this wedding, what does that entail? Okay? The Star card here, I think at the end of the day, like I've said, with the perspective, with the Hangman, you are more attuned to the actual marriage itself, what happens after, instead of the actual wedding day. Okay? You know where the wedding or the marriage is going to go, but not the wedding day itself. Okay? Let's look at your other cards. We have the Wailing Tree in reverse and Eye of the Needle here. With the Wailing Tree in reverse, this is more of the present day. So with the way it is right now, if you are targeting April 1st of a week, I think the best part of you is to not actually get money from your family or this support, whoever this is. Because of the Wailing Tree, it's advising you not to, be unified or go into a relationship again with some of the people in your past, probably your family. I feel like this wedding itself, not all of the people that are really supportive of it, and you kind of cut ties with that. Wailing Tree is saying that's okay, that's fine. Don't get their money. So if you want to get their money, like I've said, analyze. It might not be the best situation for you. It might not be the best option for you. Okay? So that is what the Wailing Tree is saying. Now with the Eye of the Needle, I think on the wedding day itself, do focus back on what that means as well. Just not towards the star or what is the wedding or the marriage after. So the Eye of the Needle tells you, the intention. What is your intention for the wedding day itself? I know it's all about the marriage and the life after the wedding. But sometimes, you know, it is a good day. It is a big day. So maybe take a step back and look at what it is that you want out of this wedding. Ask your partner as well. That's the end of the third spread. Again, you do have options earlier. You have loss, January 2nd of week, and then January of third week right there. Okay, so there are options for you. Look over them, which one's the best for you. Of course, there are other days in the calendar as well. So these three are just suggestions. You cannot take them. It's up to you. You are your own boss. You are following your own life destiny, your choices, your selections. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this, readings and daily readings as well, do subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye. If you've chosen Stag 5, which is ruled by the amethyst stone right here, that means you're not really attracted to any of the spirit animals. So I'd like you to close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? And what are these qualities that you think are part in the spirit animal and part in yourself? Once you already know the answer, please put them on the comments box below and I'll make the same reading for that spirit animal.